Hey everybody. So I just wanted to check in. I'm finally feeling like I'm on the other side of this thing. And just want to let everyone know Karina's doing much better too. My cats are going absolutely crazy right now. So if you hear any weird noises and bells, it's the kitty cats. But so they're doing good. As you know by now, the focus of this channel is more about empathy. And I wanted to ask you a question, and I want honest answers in the comments. How do we get back to being more empathetic to people? And let me ask a follow-up question. Um, why are so many people jumping to the chance to defend billionaires? Like, the fact that billionaires exist is disturbing enough, but the amount of people who seem to, sorry, brain twinge, the amount of people who seem to defend the billionaire's right to exploit tens of thousands of people for their own monetary gain to the detriment of everyone who's being exploited. I don't get that. I just don't. I mean, honestly, the more I think about stuff like this, the more I realize that there's no middle class really. It's not even lower class and middle class. It's like there are the billionaires and there's everybody else. So really we've got a ruling class, and then we've got the people who support the ruling class, which is the rest of all of us, right? So we're in effect the servant class. And I just want to know how we got here. I want to know how we lost so much of our compassion, our sympathy, our empathy for other people, that there are so many of us in this world who are ready to jump to the defense of billionaires that honestly they don't think about you or me. We're nothing to them. We really are. We are cogs in the machine. We exist to make them more money. And I guess maybe I kind of see why some people think that it's okay to defend them, because they're feeling that these billionaires are aspirational, that if they just work hard enough that they could be a billionaire, and it's just not going to happen. All of these people who are billionaires inherited generational wealth and had so many more head starts and advantages going into everything that they ever did, that it's just not going to happen for you. It's just not going to happen for me. I don't care how much you cut back on your soy venti matcha latte, how much you uh, play nice. Psst, play nice. They're insane. I don't care how much you scrimp and save. You're not going to be the next Warren Buffett or the next Bill Gates or the next Elon Musk. Let me try to put this in perspective. So if you want to earn $1 billion at the rate of, say, $10,000 a day, right? It would take over 270 odd years to earn $1 billion. That's a long time. But if you're making $10,000 a day and you want to earn $1 million, that's going to take you less than 3 years. Do you get the huge difference there is between $1 billion and $1 million? I mean, it's huge. It is absolutely huge. Second. Hi, baby. Come here. Hey. Hey, come here. Are you ready for your close up? Hmm? You ready for your close up? No, you still want to play with your sister, huh? Come here. Meow. Hi. Hi. Hi there. Say hi to everybody. I'm going to say hi to everybody. Hmm? This is Chume. I can never get that right. Sume. Yeah. Sume. You keep wanting to climb on my keyboard. No. No climbing on keyboards for you. Go. Go get your sister. So yeah, you're never gonna have $1 billion. Um, so you need to kind of get over that and realize that when people like myself are pointing out the exploitation of the general populace, that includes you. You're being exploited, and your loyalty will never be rewarded. We're basically like ants to these people. I think the stroke of genius of the ruling class was to convince all the lower classes that the responsibility to be good social stewards relies with those with the littlest amount of money and the access to the fewest amount of resources, rather than the billionaires themselves, who have the most money and the most access to a huge amount of resources. Just genius. It's probably the thing that's helped sustain their existence even more so than, buying off politicians, although that obviously helps. I mean, how many times a day do you think about ants? Okay? Because that's what we are. Anyone who does not have $1 billion, ant. They think of you not at all, except in terms of human capital and your disposability. Now, does money alone fix things? No. I mean, but it certainly can make a great start to fixing things. I mean, you honestly have to have legislation as well as money, right? Like, for example, the housing crisis. The first step in my mind would be to make it illegal for companies to own residential property. It should be illegal for companies to be landlords. The other thing that I feel should be legislated is that no one can own more than one house until everybody has one house. And I mean everybody. Every person who's homeless, they get a house. Be like Oprah. You get a house. You get a house. You get a house. Yes, you do. You get a house. You don't get to be on the keyboard, though. There is a certain set of people who believe that you and me, we have to justify our very existence. And the criteria for that justification seems to be how much we produce. How productive are we? What quote unquote value do we bring to society by us being alive? Life is valuable. Life has value simply because it exists. You have value simply because you're here. Yes, there are people who will choose in their lives to do bad things and to take advantage of others. I maintain that if you take care of everybody's basic needs, you would see a lot less of that. Billionaires shouldn't exist, but since they do, they need to pay up because they didn't get those billions of dollars without exploiting thousands of people, if not millions of people. Let's be honest here. Everybody has value just because they exist. None of us asked to be here. We're just doing the best we can, so we sure as hell don't have to justify our lives to anyone. And we certainly don't have to quantify our value by our so-called productivity. There's lots of ways to be productive. You can be a great friend to the friends you have, and that is absolutely a form of productivity. I would argue one of the most important forms of productivity. Fostering friendships, relationships, getting to know people, always being curious, always learning. That's what gives anyone value. If you made it this far, go ahead and leave the little hug, I guess, emoji. Because I think everyone needs more hugs right now. And yeah, until next time, take care. I'll talk to you soon.